The town of Pine Hollow had always been quiet, wrapped in the scent of pine and old stories. But on the anniversary of Farel's death, the fog rolled in unusually thick, so heavy it swallowed the streetlights. Alya walked alone, clutching the small wooden bracelet Farel had carved for her, the last thing he ever gave. Her heart felt heavier than the air around her. She hadn't slept properly in months. Every dream carried the same image: Farel standing on a bridge she had never seen before, calling her name with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. That night, she followed the fog into the woods, drawn by a strange hum, soft, almost like a voice beneath the wind. The trees bent inward as if ushering her along. Then she saw it. A long, old bridge stretched over a river that didn't exist on any map. Lanterns flickered along its railings, though there was no fire. The wood shimmered faintly, like it was part of the fog itself. Alya froze. She knew the stories. The adults whispered about a bridge that shouldn't exist, one that only appeared to people who were grieving. She never believed them, but now it was right in front of her. And from the far end of the bridge, she heard Farel's voice, calling her name. Her pulse raced as she stepped onto the bridge. The wooden planks trembled under her shoes, not from weakness, but as if reacting to her presence. A chill crawled up her spine. Halfway across, the fog shifted into shapes, blurry figures with no faces, drifting like memories that refused to fade. They whispered fragments of conversations she'd had with Farel, jokes, arguments, confessions. The bridge seemed to be pulling them out of her mind. Alya squeezed her eyes shut. Tears warmed her cheeks as the memories played around her like ghosts trying to comfort or warn her. Then she opened her eyes and saw him. Farel, standing at the other end, hands in his pockets, wearing the dark jacket he always loved. His face was exactly as she remembered, gentle, shy, a little mischievous. For a moment, she forgot the world and ran toward him. But as she approached, something felt wrong. Farel didn't blink. Farel's breath didn't fog the air. And his smile was too still. "Come back," he whispered. "I've been waiting." Alya stopped dead in her tracks. That wasn't how Farel talked. That wasn't his voice. Something was using his shape. And something behind him was moving. A dark figure rose behind the copy of Farel, tall, twisted, and trembling like a silhouette cut from smoke. Its limbs stretched unnaturally long, and its face flickered like a broken screen. Alya stumbled backward. The fake Farel's expression cracked, literally. Thin fractures ran across his cheeks like dried clay, revealing darkness underneath. "You came," the creature hissed through him, layering multiple voices. "The bridge answers to grief. And yours is delicious." Alya's hands shook violently. She felt trapped, unable to move forward or back. The fog thickened, wrapping around her ankles, pulling her toward the creature. "No," she whispered, forcing her voice to rise. "Farel is gone. You're not him." The shadow snarled, losing patience. The false face collapsed entirely, revealing two hollow pits of swirling mist. Slowly, the creature stepped forward, and the bridge twisted, its planks reforming into warped, serpentine patterns. Alya turned and ran. The bridge shifted behind her like a living thing, stretching itself to keep her trapped between worlds. Whispering voices grew louder, begging her to stay, promising reunion, promising comfort. But Alya didn't look back. She ran until her lungs burned. And then she tripped over something solid. Hands caught her. Warm hands. A familiar voice said, "Alya, stop. It's really me." She looked up. Farel stood before her, without cracks, without shadows, without unnatural stillness. Alive? No. Impossible. But his eyes were full of fear, not malice. "Listen," he insisted. "You have to leave. This place isn't what you think." Alya stared at him, trembling. "You can't be real. I saw you, your body." "I know," Farel said softly. "I'm not alive, but I'm not that monster either." He placed a hand on his chest, and a faint, warm light glowed through his shirt. Before the accident, I wasn't ready to go. Part of me stayed. The bridge draws lost spirits like me and traps people who come searching. Alya's throat tightened. So, the creature. It feeds on regret, Farel whispered. It takes faces of people we miss. I tried to warn you in dreams, but the creature used them too. The bridge rumbled. Far behind them, the shadow creature screeched and began moving again, faster, angrier. Alya, Farel said, grabbing her shoulders. You have to cross back. When you do, the bridge won't open for you again. Her eyes filled with tears. But then I'll lose you forever. You already lost me, he said gently. But you're still alive. You still have a future. The shadow lunged toward them, ripping through the fog. Farel pushed her hard. Go! Alya stumbled toward the entrance, heart-shattering. Behind her, she heard Farel scream. Alya ran until she burst off the bridge and fell onto solid earth. The moment her body hit the ground, the entire structure behind her let out a distorted, agonized shriek. The fog twisted upward like a tornado of smoke, swallowing the bridge, the creature, and Farel's glowing silhouette. Then, silence. When Alya looked up, the forest was normal again. The river was gone. The bridge was gone. Only an empty space remained between the trees. The sun was rising. She sobbed, clutching the bracelet Farel had made. It felt warm, warmer than it had in months. Alya whispered, "Thank you for saving me." As she stood, a soft breeze brushed past her cheek, like a farewell. She didn't look back. She walked out of the forest, the weight on her chest slowly easing, replaced by something quieter, something like acceptance. And as the morning sunlight touched the trees, Alya realized the truth. Farel was gone, but this time, she could finally let him rest.